very good morning to you on this beautiful Wednesday morning. The sun is out, so the weather is kind of sort of warmer this week than it was last week, so I'm really happy about that one. And I've been like sitting in the garden and doing some beading, which was lovely yesterday. So today we have something really quick and easy. So I've been trying to work on ways how we can make bracelets where we can kind of simplify the stitches so it's grows quicker, like the bracelet is sort of made in like 20 minutes, half an hour. So I call this double modified right angle weave because we are going to be modifying the right angle weave not just on one side, what we did normally, but on both sides. So it grows very, very quickly, and once you stitch the bracelet from one side to the other side, you don't have to come back and add any more beads in. It will be sort of ready to just add the clasp on and finish. So I'm going to turn you down and I'm going to show you the samples I have here. There we go. So I have got some which I made up as full samples, and other ones I just done some little swatches so you can see the color samples there. Now with this one, I just love these crystals. You could put any sort of bead in the middle, really. They don't have to be rice beads. You could put rondelles or bicones or anything to fill the gap in the middle, up to probably about 6mm in size. I just really love how they do turn out. So they're just so sparkly and give you this really nice texture all the way along. Very simple make as well. So I'm going to pop you over to the website. I'm going to show you what we have there, and then go into the demo. Right, share my screen. There we go. So if you know by the drill by now, totallybeads.co.uk, you're going to click on the jewelry making, go into video tutorials. You're going to scroll down. We got hundreds of different projects, and this one is called the Shannon rice bracelet. Just take a sip of my juice. My voice is going. So I'm going to click on this one. We got 8 different colors, but each color actually makes 2 bracelets. So it is there's an offer on there, 2 for 20. For £20 you can make 4 bracelets. And if I click on any of them, let's click on the blue one because that's the first one. So if I click on that one, you can see you can make one with blue pearls and one with purple pearls, and I'm going to show you the samples just in a sec. They do really look good, even though like it's pearls we change, the bracelet kind of looks completely different. And if I show you, I'll show you the samples. It's probably not nicer to show the samples and show the pictures on the website. So we have got 10 different colors. We got blue, blue rainbow, crystal white, electric green, lemon, majestic pink, red, and teal there. So do have a look. 2 for £20 this week. So do take advantage of that one. Right, I'm gonna come back here and I am going to zoom in so you can see them better. So the first one is the blue, which I showed you on the website. So I got a little swatch of this one. I'm just going to pop it in the back of my hand so you can see it. So one of them is, because the crystals do have this little bit of sort of amethysty pink shimmer on them, they do go very well just with blue, and they go very well with the purple as well. They kind of sort of pick that color up from them. So that's one color. And the next one is the blue rainbow, which is more like navy colorway. Now this one I went completely different with the pearls. So one of them is navy blue, the other one is this beautiful caramel color. Again, this one makes the crystals stand out very much because it's so much lighter and a different color for the pearls. And then next one is the crystal white. Now this one I didn't want to differ so much because it's kind of very bridal. So the one, well, that doesn't have to be, but one of them is I used white pearls and the other one is I used ivory pearls. So there's sort of slightly a little bit of the white color with that one. Next one, and let me just scroll down so I'll give you exactly the right name. Next one is the electric green, which is this one. This is just using sort of a darker and a lighter shade of sort of a seafoam green color, which I really do love. Next one is the lemon. I love this one. Again, I use a darker gold and more of a, I think the pearls called lemon with this one as well, just to sort of give you a different finish. More sort of a brighter one and more like a darker finish on that one. Next one is the majestic pink. Now this is really interesting, and I'll show you just in a sec. Again, I use more of a like a rosewood pearls and more of like a burgundy darker pearls, but again, it does give you very different finishes. And if I put my hand on that one, you can see much more toned down. Now, what I love about this one, the crystals are actually only coated on one side, so as they turn, they're kind of going to show you like different colors. So if I turn it all to the coating, you can see that they are like, they just sparkle different. I just love, I really love these crystals. Next one is the red. Now this is sort of a pinky red, because in the red crystals there are very much of a pink shimmer coming through. So I used pink seed beads, and one of the bracelets I used pink pearls, and the other one I used red pearls, and it both just really goes very nicely together. And last but not least is the beautiful, and I think, what did we call this? Teal. So again, just a lighter and darker shade of sort of a tealy, like dark aqua color of pearls. One of them is gonna bring up lighter, and the other one is come up darker. And it's kind of sometimes what you put next to the crystals, it's the colors shine through the crystals. And one colorway, if you put lighter colors next to it, when it shines through it, it's going to make the overall bracelet lighter, and the other one is going to make it much a darker look as well. Right, red is nice and bright, Shirley is saying. Absolutely. I love red with pink, so I'm just very quickly going to come and say hello. Now what I need you to do is to let me know in the chat, let me know in the chat what color do you want me to demo with. So very quickly, just run back with them. So we got blue, we have got blue rainbow, we have got crystal white, we have got electric green, then we have the lemon, then we have the red. I'm running out of room here. Let me just zoom out a tiny bit. And then we have the red. Then we had the majestic pink, which is more of sort of a burgundy color. And last but not least is the teal. So let me know in the chat which color do you want me to demo with, which one do you think shows up the best on your screen. And I'm just going to scroll back and say hello to everybody. Good morning, Rachel. He said windy, wealthy island of Borough. Hope you had a good bank holiday weekend. Yes, it was really nice and relaxing. I didn't really do, well, I say I didn't do much, but like I've been tidying and sorting and organizing and getting rid of stuff in the house, so I have been busy. Morning, Carol. Camille. No Facebook. Oh, I'm not sure what happened with Facebook again. This is seem to debate. We either go on live on YouTube or Facebook at the moment. Shirley, good morning. Mina, good morning. Kim, good morning. Elizabeth, good morning. Jen says, I love these. I really love them too, because they're just so sparkly. Sue, good morning. Elaine, good morning. Anastasia, good morning. Camille saying, it's just me, but sound is not very loud. Let me just bring the microphone a little bit closer, and then we see how about that. If the sound gets better. I really don't know. I think I'm going to have to invest into a new mic, but they're so expensive. Lisa, good morning. Good morning, Roxy. Actually, that was the first one was Ted, and the second one was Roxy. I still got Ted for, he's going back tomorrow. It's his last day with us today. I'm gonna miss him. He's been really nice. He's been really nice to have him this time. They kind of gelled well, but they had like 3 weeks together, so yes. We will miss him. Good morning, Tracy. Right, okay, so let's have a look. What color shall we demo with? Shirley's saying red, Lisa is saying teal, a majestic pink, loving the green, pink, blue, pink. I think we got most of for the pink. So I am going to love this saying your volume needs to be up to, I can hardly hear you. So I'm not really sure like what's wrong with this, because when I watch it back on YouTube the sound is like loud and clear for me. So this is why I don't understand like why my and I'm just looking at the buttons on my, but I think if I turn that just make it more echoey, and the volume is all the way up. Right, I think pink we got the most, so we're gonna go with the majestic pink. I'm gonna demo with this one. Just pop the other ones to the side, and then we shall begin. Right, okay, so very easy stitch, and I'm gonna do it with a lighter pearl. So we're gonna need all of our beads out right at the start, because you're gonna make the bracelet from start to finish in one swing. I'm just gonna take my crystals off. There we go. Right, so from my size, and you know my wrist is not sort of, there's 60 crystals on a strand. From my size I needed 25, so you got plenty there to make 2 bracelets, even if you need to make them extra long. And if you got a smaller wrist, you might be able to squeeze more out of it and have some leftovers. Karen is saying sound is fine for her. So he's saying volume is okay for her as well. So I'm not sure then what's happening with the sound, but I should investigate further. Like last week, when I came off on Wednesday, I have unplugged everything and plugged things back in, so everything was kind of okay. And then I went live and YouTube kicked me off again, so I'm not really sure what's happening, but fingers crossed. Right, okay, so I threaded my needle. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more so you can see. So I'm gonna start by, I'm gonna pick up 1 crystal, 1 pearl, 1 crystal, 1 pearl. I'm gonna slide these down. There we go. I'm gonna slide these down, and I'm gonna go through all of them one more time. Zooming in a little bit more. So I'm gonna go to the crystal, the pearl, the crystal, and the pearl. Sometimes I go through the next crystal and pearl when we start anything like this, but this time I'm just gonna leave it like that and start beading from there, because then my tail end, which I still got the bobbin on, is just in the right position, kind of sort of turn and continue my bracelet that way if I need to. So the next step is going to be the step for the rest of the bracelet. So we're going to pick up 1 seed bead, 1 pearl, 1 crystal, 1 pearl, 1 seed bead. So seed bead, pearl, crystal, pearl, seed bead. I'm gonna slide these down. Now, as I'm coming out of this crystal here, I'm just gonna sort of pull the tail out of the way there for a sec. As I'm coming out of this pearl here, facing upwards with my thread, what I want to do is to jump over the crystal. So we went around, and we're going to be going around in circles all the way up. I'm going to jump over this crystal here, and I'm going to come down. So my thread is facing up on this side, so I'm going to come down on the other side to that pearl. And when I pull this up, the new beads I added onto my thread just gonna hug the crystal on the top. Then I'm gonna come along the bottom through that crystal, and I'm gonna go up on this side. So I'm gonna go through the pearl, I'm gonna go into the seed bead and the pearl, and I'm gonna pull this up. Just got caught on my bracelet. There we go. Now I'm going to repeat this again and again and again, and as you can see, there is no thread path between this pearl and this crystal, but that's what we're going to add in with the next step, as well as adding more beads to the top. So I really want all of the units. So if I'm looking at a unit of 4 beads, which is 2 crystals and 2 pearls sort of sewn together, so I'm picking up 1 seed, 1 pearl, 1 crystal, 1 pearl, 1 seed. Again, I'm coming out with my thread, going upwards on the right hand side here. So I'm going to come to the left hand side, jump over that crystal, and just go through the pearl, go down through the pearl. And I'm going to pull this up nice and tight. Then I'm going to cross over to the other side. So I'm never going into that seed bead on that side. I'm going to come through in the crystal, and I'm not going to go into the seed bead which is right in front of me, but I'm going to go to the pearl, seed, pearl, and out and away, and pull this nice and tight. So seed, pearl, crystal, pearl, seed, and I'm coming down in that pearl, and usually in the same time when I pull just a little bit through the pearl, I pull into the crystal as well, so I only have to pull my thread through, sort of one arm span. Let's arm exercise this way, and then pearl, seed, pearl, going out, and my thread got caught on my bracelet again. Let me just pull this around to the top. The little toggle clasp on my bracelet, my thread got caught in it. Right, so there we go, and I'm just going to repeat this over and over again. So seed, pearl, crystal, pearl, seed. So let me know in the chat. We have done sort of hugs and kisses patterns.